right?
Wake up, it's time to start the show. With Joey C and Lou, let's get ready to go. A cool pineapple, morning's fresh start. A sipping wrinkle always plays his part. Cupcakes, quarter cruising by. Ross dogs, broken spirits staying high and dry. Articulate Sean, still feeling hazy. Am I still drunk? This morning's crazy. That fool's here, repping strong. Happy Gosling, tagging along. Joey C, in the morning with Lou, where the chat is buzzing and the crew is true. From wild tales to jokes untold, this morning's show was pure gold. Ross Dog shouting, Keith Moreland's the man. Chris Mack asks Joey heard about Aaron's plan. Ref Ugly with the classic call. No B, no green, echoing through the hall. Crumb says Hawk, Arnie's here to stay. Cupcakes corner, cruising all the way. Ryan A's got the jokes making the rounds. Imran Khan and his pot smoking sound. Joey C, in the morning with Lou, where the chat is buzzing and the crew is true. From wild tales to jokes untold, this morning's show was pure gold. Luke of the Bind with a cryptic note. Quad can't mend in a clash they wrote. Happy Gosling's got the grindle beef, while Ross Dog spins stories like a true chief. Space Chief clouds by with flames and fire. Am I still drunk? This morning's crazy. Do the Arnold impression one more time. This morning show's in its prime. Joey C, in the morning with Lou, where the chat is buzzing and the crew is true. From wild tales to jokes untold, this morning's show is pure gold. So grab your coffee, don't be late. Joey C and Lou, they set the date. With laughs and vibes, they'll make your day. Joey C in the morning with Lou, here to stay.
Partner and my co-host for the morning show. Well, we got a lot of exciting things to talk about today, especially the $1 million endorsement we just got a little while ago on the OJ channel by One Cardiff Electric. I want everybody to know Cardiff Electric is number one. PWO, Potato World Order. He will help me. And Lou, make him number one over the puppet, and we will crush Rocco while we're doing it. That's coming up in the very near future, folks. Welcome, good morning to all the lovely people in the chat room. I am the great Joey C with the great Lou the God, a.k.a. Big Lou. Team Catalano, the Doom Man is here. Eggplant Frank, Vito Bandito, Clearwater Chad, Mason in Portland, who is making strides very hard to give us a lot of confusion here. He must be fully aboard with Catalano TV. He must trust my decisions. He must make alliances with Big Lou. It's a must. Fern Dog, another great and my greatest hello and good morning to Mike, shitty internet provider, who I love and is one of my dear friends. And a big shout out to the great Rev Bob Levy, and a great shout out to OJ himself. But OJ, I'm gonna let you have this one. You say that you gave us the Uncle Rocco title. I think it was, we were all thinking that at the same time, because we had talked about it at the same time you were talking about it without us knowing you were bringing that up. But I'm gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you that you gave me the idea for the Uncle Rocco show. We'll give you credit for that. We'll give you credit. I do know. Remember you telling me you did say about Joey C in the morning with Big Lou. So we'll put you in the credits on that one, OJ. But don't underestimate our kindness for weakness, please. Lou, what's happening?
That's my kindness for OJ.
Lou, we love you no matter what. I stand by you through war, through many wars. Well, we don't know yet. We may have to. You got to understand. We got to understand this. Shuki is out of control. He is a wild card. he controls Rocco. Once he fully takes over Rocco, Tukey will come after us and try to not only demolish us, he'll try to annihilate us in an existence. We must be smarter than the green puke. You understand that, don't you?
Sure. I'm not grumpy. I'm having fun today.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
We need your brains. We need your charisma. We need you to have that thinking pad on that you bring so well to us. The puppet does suck, Game Plan Frank. The more that we know, we must be. But we need alliances, and Cardiff Electric has made the first plague of that alliance, which I will be showing you guys that clip here in a moment. I have to figure out how to log into my X because I don't have my password synced with all my devices, and I'm trying to go in on my laptop, and I got to change the password to get in. That's the only way I can do this. So bear with me. Yeah, I know. I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess sometimes, but we get through it. I did go on and talk a little bit about the. I felt compelled.
Hey!
Who we got going on?
I did the chat this morning.
I am a convicted liar. Wow, are you late to the game? That was announced probably a year ago when I started this podcast, and probably 1,000 times after that. So I mean, you can't come late, or you can't get out of bed, or you can't become an adult and get in the game late. All right, you're a day late, dollar short, pal. We know what I am. So, but guess what, Huge Erection? We know one thing about you. You are the dirtest of dirts, and I hope you have a nice life. Take care. All right, goodbye. All right. Morning, Kai Brancaccio. Did I put someone else in a timeout here? I don't know. This thing goes so fast. I gotta make sure I do this right. All right, let me see. All right, that's the guy.
I don't see no one in timeout.
Nobody in timeout. So it never happened. All right. Let me just get this guy here. Ban. Did I ban the right guy? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
Now you did.
All right. Goodbye. Wow. All right. I did let out. I did have my Wednesday, my hump day. Wednesday is the day I go into the jail. I pay my visit to the Catalano jail, and I evaluate who is in the jail. And once again, I find myself letting all the roaches out for whatever reason. I just
you love to be tormented by that fucking cockroach. You really
just think that it's necessary to have him around. He'll be very useful in the future, I promise you. And he will. He will. Trust me when I tell you. He will. We're slowly but surely training that roach. Slowly but surely. But I made an appearance last night after I just had to. And I had a very good appearance and a very calm conversation with one Honk the Clown and one Spurg Snake. I got to tell you that they claim they could have hammered me. They could have bombarded. I told them they could ask me anything they want. They were very, very respectful. They were they listened, and the jury's out in their mind, which is understandable. I wasn't trying to get them to win them over. What I was trying to tell them is, listen, you can talk all you want about me. I don't care. Just don't make up the little lies that are stupid, because it just drives me insane. Yo, we got a. What is this? It says Yo Mendez. Thank you for the $4.99. Joey, in a movie. Wait, I'm a movie producer. Would you consider licensing your intro music to me? Well, I don't know. I mean, that's a big question. Something that how do I know that if I don't know? I would have to have that checked out legally to see and actually.
You have to talk to me first.
Yeah, and Lou is more knowledgeable with stuff like that. But I would definitely go for a lawyer, and you would have to obviously tell us who you really are and have a real meeting. If you're serious and this is something that is good for us as well for you, I would consider that. Darth Nug. Give Darth Nug big credit here. Apparently, in my intro my intro that I'm started to make for the Uncle Rocco show. Apparently, there was one of the artwork that was in there that Darth Nug is responsible for. I didn't know that. I did not know that. So big shout out to Darth Nug. He'll be in our credits with the Uncle Rocco show as a guy that if we use those intros, I'm saying that's just very, very first stage intro, because I'm looking for someone to write music for that Uncle Rocco show, someone to write a theme song. I'm looking to make it better intro, but we're on the right path. So Darth Doug, big shout out. Big shout out. What do you got there, Lou? What do you got there?
They say I'm on Facebook, so so I'm playing my mobile games.
I see.
See, I can multitask. I don't have to look at the fucking screen.
Very good, very good. I did yesterday. I started, like I said, I've been really, really putting some work in for the better of the show, and I found a wheel, a game wheel, big game wheel that I want to maybe put into our show. And I'm Vito Bandito with the games. He's the master of the games, and I'm just trying to maybe with his brain a little bit that he could come up with a decent game. Again, we're not comedians, never claimed to be, and so it had to be something simple, something that we could pull off to make it somewhat enjoyable. And I'm looking for all ideas that we like to do. I know we want to. I know that the call-in number for the Uncle Rocco show will definitely be on board. We're going to work on that. I like to do it where we have a screen call. I really want to do this right. I'm really dedicated to this project. I think one thing I can say for sure that people were saying to me in feedback yesterday is no one's doing it, and someone needs to calm that green pus bag who's wild. He's crazy, he's just and I can't blame Rocco because Rocco doesn't realize that he's taken over. And one day Rocco's gonna wake up in bed and Tuki's gonna be next to him and he's gonna be alive for real. And Tuki's gonna command him or he's gonna hurt him. And I don't think Rocco understands that. So we will do our best with, of course, the great Cardiff Electric, who will help us conquer that. Because in the puppet world and the filter world, we will make Cardiff bigger than he ever could think of, as long as he aligns with us to get rid of Tuki. Tuki says he accepts all challenges. He said, "Fuck you, Joey. See, I'm coming for you." Well, guess what? I accept that challenge. Thank you very much, Tuki, you green pus bag. Lou, I'm still sitting here rambling on, and I still haven't got to my password change, which is really bothering me, Lou.
How many times did you change that password?
I don't know, Lou. Because here's the thing: they tell you it's not good to keep one password for everything. So that's but if you have 10 different passwords and you forget one of them, you're going to be screwed anyhow. So I don't know. Password reset. Okay, here. Let's see what I have to do here. It says, getting a lot of password resets emails. Oh boy, are they denying me? If you requested a password for the GOAT 1421, use the confirmation code below.
Good morning, guys.
As we see, here we go. Enter your code. I will do that. I'm changing this password for the 30th time this week already. And now I'm going to have to remember it because when I change it, I got to change it on the other devices since I put it on this device. You see what I'm doing here? I get involved in things I forget.
Why don't you make it a password that you love using, that no one knows?
What did you say I should do?
Make it a password that you know that you love to use, that no one knows.
I do.
Obviously, you don't because you're constantly changing your fucking password.
Because my memory is fucked up. Do you understand?
You know what? We got another $4.99 super chat from Yo-Yo Mendez.
Well, why don't you read it there, Big Lou?
That's wonderful, Joey. I produce gay porn movies for autistic.
You what?
Oh, and I think your intro song would be perfect for our content. No.
I didn't hear what you said, Lou.
I'll read that again. That's wonderful, Joey. I produce gay porn movies.
Well, we thank you, but I will pass on that one. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Very nice of you to consider us, but no, that'd be a big no. That'd be a very easy big no. But thank you for the $4.99. We appreciate it. Very good. I think I found it. I think I'm in. I think I've done it. Oh, this was easy. This was too easy. I find myself. This was very easy to get into this way. I didn't struggle with this. Something tells me I'm in for a big bang here somewhere. When something's that easy, I just can't be thinking that I just got lucky. Skills? No, definitely not skills. I don't have none of them. God forbid, I don't have no skills. I don't have none. I mean, Lou, you might have more than me, but that's okay. It's okay. I like being dumb. The dumber the better.
You did make a dumb prediction that the San Diego Padres would make it to the NLCS, and no,
Well,
they're
you're
home
right,
sleeping.
but I did say this. It's going to be the New York Mets and the New York Yankees in the Subway Series.
You think so?
I think so. I do think so. I think I'm right. It's a
hope.
1-1 series. The Yankees got a 2-0 lead, and the Dodgers and the Mets are 1-1 tie.
No,
Who is what? I didn't see. All right, so the Dodgers win. Okay, so that was my first choice, the Subway Series. But then I started watching it. The Dodgers are very experienced in going into the World Series lately, and they are just been a team have been around a long time. Since 1894, I believe the Dodgers first came out in 1894, and the Mets have been around a long time, but don't have quite the playoff and World Series experience as the Dodgers do. So, and let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody did in the season. That's out the door. This is a whole new ball game.
No, it's a new season.
It could be the Dodgers versus the Yankees. It could be a memorable World Series of the 1977 and 78 World Series when the Dodgers and the Yankees played when Reggie Jackson hit 3 home runs and we got the Reggie bar in that in 1978 or 77, whichever year he hit the 3 home runs in one game. I think it was 77 or I think it's 77 series. And then the Reggie bar was invented because of that, you know. He wanted a candy bar and he got one. The Reggie bar. I don't even know. Is it still around? Can you still find the Reggie bar? Do they even exist anymore?
I don't think so.
It was just
here's the interesting thing. There's this dog that predicts winners. They got the Mets winning 4-2.
4-2.
They predicted the Mets to win the last series 4 games. No, last.
What's the series? You said 2-1. 2-1 right now. The Dodgers over the Mets.
Yeah.
And they won in New York, correct?
Yeah.
And now
all we got to do is win the next 3.
But it goes to LA now, right?
No, it's LA the first 2, 3 in New York, then back to LA.
Well, I will say
for us to win the series, we're going to have to go to LA.
It's going to go 7 games. It's not going to go 6. It's going to go 7. It's going to go 3-3 to the wire last game. And if it does that, if it goes 3-3 like I think it's going to do, my prediction. This is my my best professional increment, and I haven't even followed one stat or checked out any pitching staff. I like I said, I worked baseball all my life, but I don't follow baseball anymore. I don't like the game. I'm very disappointed in the game, but I'm just going to go by history. If it goes 3-3, the Dodgers will beat the Mets. The Mets will choke if it goes 3-3. So the Mets, for them to get to the World Series, they got to do it in 6 games. I don't think it's going to happen because there's too much money riding it, and they're going to put that 7th game in. And I think the Dodgers are going to beat them in the 7th game. I think the Yankees are going to win in 6. I think Cleveland is just not ready for the World Series. I would love to see Cleveland. I'd love to see Cleveland Indians in. I just don't think the Yankee history is going to dominate the Cleveland Guardians. Oh, I hate that name. That killed me to say that. Cleveland Guardians. Oh my God, that's a horrible name. Horrible name.
They don't know why. I don't know why Cleveland changed their name.
They were sued. They were sued.
No, they weren't.
There was something with the American Indians. Yes.
I don't think so.
I believe it was because of that. They even changed the football team. No Indians. They won a big case saying that they were doing
the Washington Redskins. The Redskin Indian tribe wants them to change the name back to the Washington Redskins. They never changed the name.
Cleveland's a different ballgame from Washington, pal. It's a whole different state. You understand? So, in Cleveland, they were forced to change that name to keep face from having a war with the American Indians. You understand this? So, you got to remember, we took all their land. The Indians, those Indians, and they stayed humble for hundreds of years. And then they said one day while they're around their little teepees, they said, I've got it. We're going to take our land back. We're going to build casinos, Indian reservation casinos, and we're going to build and build and build and build and build, and we're going to take all their money, and we're going to be laughing all the way to the bank. And that's how it is. We took their land and made them suffer, and now they have America by the balls. You understand how that works? Karma is a bitch. It might take hundreds of years, but it is a bitch. Karma is a bitch. Never forget that. You must never, never forget that. You understand that, right? Karma will come back and eat you up. Karma could break you or make you. A lot of things could happen with karma. And you might be dead, long gone, but hundreds of years later, your great-great-great-grandson started digging in history of the Catalanos and said, man, my great-great-grandfather, boy, did he have a hard way in life. Well, guess what? We're going to get him back. And then the next thing you know, we're whole again. And you can't say never, because if you do, you will live a very, very shady life. You understand that, people, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what well, ladies and gentlemen.
These names back, because these names weren't used in racial terms.
Yes. I understand that. And you're a great man, Lou. And just so you know that
I don't know what you're on right now, but carry on, sir. Carry on.
I'm very loyal, and they pushed hard yesterday. They pitched me about you. And they said, just please, will you at least hear us out? I go, I will hear you out. You know that Lou doesn't like the Dabbleverse. Well, I go, we know this, but you are a part of the Dabbleverse. Lou has to recognize that. The problem here is that it's okay for Lou not to like the Dabbleverse. Lou's not a part of the Dabbleverse, but you are, and that presents a problem for you. If you continue to keep Lou, the Dabbleverse will crush you. And I laughed. I said, no, it won't. I said, let me tell you something. The morning show does not go unless we're side by side. Well, why don't you just scrap that? Scrap all your shows from inside and just go do what you're meant to do. I said, listen to me. I will do those IRLs. I'm not opposed to doing that. But the morning show stays and Lou stays put. And Lou is a ride and die kind of guy, and so is Joey C. But they feel that you have a lot of enemies coming more. I guess they're basically they were giving me inside trader information that it's coming, Lou. Your enemies are going to be piling up by the hundreds. And they're trying to say, you've already been through this. Why did you put yourself through this? Because Lou is my partner and my friend, most of all. And that's how I stand today. So that's why I tell the great Mason in Portland, please understand, you might not agree with everything, but you must come with a common ground with Lou. And you both should have a common ground. It's got to be both ways. But if you're going to be part of the Army, you've got to accept Lou. And Lou's got to accept Mason for what it is. So I'll leave that amongst you.
No. So I guess we'll have a bunch of new enemies, Joey. It is what it is.
Oh, I mean, I've got enemies my whole life. So I mean, for me, it's just a normal day in the office for me. You know what I'm saying? You know? Am I breaking out in hives? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
Bo!
I don't know why I'm breaking out in hives. You know.
But here's an interesting fact that they don't realize neither.
Right.
Look, Joey has said numerous times that he wants to leave the Dabbleverse.
I have. And what has held me back is they got such a clamp on me. I'm trying everywhere. But and at the same time, they are 100% right. I cannot just close the book and say I don't exist in the Dabbleverse. Unfortunately, I do. I'm very strongly in the Dabbleverse. And again, I start seeing this more and more in chat rooms. Is God, one thing, I can't stand Joey C, but I tell you what, he gets a lot of traction. He is so right about that. You got to give him that. And they even kind of recognize that you get the traction. Everybody talks about me, whether it's good or bad. I might not be a great podcaster. I might not even be a good podcaster. I might not even have a great show. I might have a terrible show all the way to one more. But one thing that I do good, and they said that you've got a gift to gab, and people want to listen, and people are just, you made that. You've definitely succeeded in that, which is true. So it doesn't matter. Haters are going to hate. I'm going to have more enemies. But if we have a good group of people, we have a solid number of people for us that I'm content with that do love all of us. Good morning, Miss Honeybee. Everybody, the great Miss Honeybee, Kai Brancaccio, a brother, a friend.
Good morning.
His lovely wife is here, who is one of our top mods. And I give you, she always had the power to be managing mod. And we're great. I love when she's here. I feel so much safer. And just to see that, I could just tell she's shining right now with happiness. Her and Kai are having wonderful mornings and afternoons and great weekends.
Yes.
What is Gash saying? Is that all true, Joey, that when you then why let your co-host play games on the listen to me. He's done that ever since I've known him. Even when I didn't know him, that's just him. Again, Rochi, I'm a big believer in you cannot change someone's personality.
Dude,
you could mold the person.
Here's the funny thing. It's like we're speaking. Do I have to look you in the fucking eyes to speak to you?
Right. I mean, he used to he used to
shits on streaming. So suck a dick.
Yeah. He used to not show himself, so we wouldn't even know if he was playing a game because he would just have his camera off and talking. He did that for all the shows when I first met him.
Here's the funny part. I could just go back to the pumpkin and you won't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right. This is the Lou. This is what Lou. This is his what do I call this? This is his tale. This is his. It's like a poker player. Every poker player has a certain thing they do regularly. This is what he does. You understand? So as long as he's as long as he's being Lou and not being not Lou, it doesn't bother me. I mean, it seems to bother you more than it bothers anybody, Rochi, and I respect that. You know?
No. It seems to bother half the chat. Like,
well, I understand that.
Christ.
But listen, guys.
Here's the funny
thing.
You can't win for anything with these fucking Dabbleverse ass clowns.
Yeah, well. But here's the thing, Lou. They are. There's a lot of them out there that are ass clowns, and I mean a lot of them. But
fucking just collecting my shit, and then I put my tablet back down like whoopty fucking dude.
I have a vision,
and let me just scroll through my social fucking media while I'm at it.
Well, I don't think I wouldn't say Lou is disrespecting me at all, Frank. I appreciate your concern, but Lou, I had a thought today. I want to be able to come on every morning with a nice booger on my hand, you know, and then flick it, beep, like that. Beep,
flick it right at the camera so I can go in someone's fucking mouth.
Beep, beep, beep. Anyhow, I like to show you guys the greatest endorsement, the greatest plug in the world that OJ was thrown so far back, and Bob Levy was there, the great Reverend Bob Levy, and Bob had nothing to say but welcome back, Joey. We had him both speechless, and that made my day. Cardiff is the greatest potato anybody could have, and let me get this ready for you people, because let me see how we do this. I got it. This is going to be going. Yeah, right here I clipped this part, and here we go. Please now, come on. All right, just as nice. Please. There we go. Uh-oh.
See, that's you guys would kill yourselves. I'm not weak-minded like you bitch-ass motherfuckers.
What happened to stop?
Weak-minded bitch-ass motherfuckers would consider killing themselves. It never played.
What the hell happened? Why is it not playing?
That I can't speak for.
Oh my God, what happened here? Hang on, we gotta start this over. I don't understand why it didn't play. Hang on, people. I gotta get this back up. We have technical issues.
Of course.
I gotta represent it. This was a great true American speech. I think I gotta do it on here, don't I? Let me see if that's right. Hang on, Carter. Here we go. Oh, wait a second. Come on now.
That's not nobody.
Well, what happened? It's been shared.
Joey
Why ain't here?
There it
is
goes.
an American hero.
Oh,
what he did.
What'd you do?
Is it there?
Milton should
not be
made.
Something's wrong here.
Oh my God. Oh, I hate when you share shit.
Well, hang on, we'll go. It's not me. What the hell? It's not just. I don't see it. See,
stop. I got it.
There for the record. Joey C.
Now you take care of that. I'll start it over.
Thank you.
See,
and I look forward to my appearance. I've got an important thing to say.
Is it up there?
Yes, it's up. Where are you at?
All right, here we go.
Nobody likes onions.
That's not.
I'm right next to you. I don't see it on my screen.
Is an American hero.
Here we go.
What he did, what he endured, what he did for his family during Hurricane Milton should not be made fun of. The lies and propaganda that Bedabbler, Rocco, and OJ,
What?
Steve
No, not
did
me.
on that Saturday morning. I wasn't there, for the record. Joey C is an American hero. Thank you.
See,
And I look forward to my appearance on the Uncle Rocco show.
Thank you, Cardiff. Thank you.
That sounds so fucking
Everybody,
fake from
the
the
great-
gameplay.
Well, listen to me. Listen to me. As in the war, when you make alliances, you always must be cautious, especially when you are aligning yourself with someone that is very close with our new enemy. But it has been known that what he said and what people do when they align themselves with the winners, which we will win, can be very real. So we will give them the benefit of the doubt on that. That was on live air just a little while ago, and we're gonna see. We're gonna both be tested. But to this point, Cardiff Electric is a great potato. I will vote potato world order and to take out Chucky and make the Catalano world order stream and our army get bigger and bigger while we align with one of the greatest American heroes, Cardiff Electric.
That
Bye.
fucking guy ain't no
Salute to
fucking
you, Cardiff
hero.
Electric.
He's a
This is a good start in the right direction. Thank you.
Yeah. So we got a $4.99 super chat from Satomi. I still worry you, Joey, doing storm. I dream bring you 3 pizza, warm you up doing storm, then stuff up pizza size and Missy's pookie.
Now, let me. I consider Satomi a friend. Satomi is a great person. And Satomi is a very real person, and from what I hear, a very funny comedian. He's been worried about me for months and has communicated with me secretly in many very long discussions that I have with her team. Now, Sato has shown a lot of concern, and we've had her team and I have argued. I've threatened. I've got angry with them. They've got angry with me. It went as far as calling me a boy. You know, and
You little boy, you don't go for
Satomi has a true heart and has showed very good friendship to Joey C. And out of respect to Satomi, I like to continue showing my respect and my friendship and thank Satomi for all that she's been trying to do for Joey C. Now, I'm not a comedian. I know comedian. I know. I don't have Lucy. No, I'm not Ricky Ricardo. Where's Lucy? No, we're not that. I know that's funny. I'm not funny, you know. But I do thank all the efforts. For some reason, this team believes in me. I don't see it. I'm still shocked. Why me? I don't understand what they see in me. I really don't. And that's where I'm. But I want to say, Satomi, thank you for the $4.99. Also, very humble, very humble. I so worried you during storm. I dream bring you 1 pizza, 3 pizza, warm you up during storm. Then shove all pizza slices in Mrs. C's pussy. Okay, thank you very much, Satomi.
You can Satomi the pussy.
Very good, very good. Thank you very much, Satomi. Thank you very much for your support and for your energy to believe in me. I never had someone believe in me that strong, and it's her team. She's got a great team of people. And
I do not believe in Satomi.
Thank you very much. That's very touching. So I just want you to have an open mind with the potato, Lou. I want you to keep your guard up at all times. You are my pit bull. You are my pit bull of the Downverse.
He's
you let the dogs out. I do want to recognize another great man here.
He is trying to do
great Tom Gully, who I've lost kind of touch with. Tom Gully. Tom and I were talking quite a bit back in the day. I've had Tom on. He's been on Catalano TV and various shows. Tom is a great man. I've enjoyed talking with Tom Gully because he's so down to earth and such a real guy, and lives the reality of broadcasting and reality of life. I mean, real news channels, real. He's a remarkable man. We share a lot of Chicago stories with Chet Kopic. He's a very knowledgeable man, very well liked. The Tom Gully Show. I think everybody should all go over and watch Tom Gully on a daily whenever he's on. I don't quite know his schedule, but he could post it in the chat room and we'll talk about it. But Tom Gully is a true American friend. I've always loved Tom Gully. and I'm glad he's here. I mean, I miss those talks that we used to have, and I remember when I was sick and I was on a rampage and I was not feeling well. Tom was very concerned and he called me up and he gave me some great pep talks back then, and never forgotten, Tom. You lose touch of friends sometimes, or acquaintances, or good business associates, or just people that you grow to love. Doesn't mean that we don't still love you over here. We do talk about you always in a good way. My wife always thought highly of you, and you're always welcome here. We just want you to know that always. Tom Gully, please go support the Tom Gully Show. All right, please turn your gifted memberships on. As you know, we have had a wild ride the last 4 months with these gifted memberships. For me to just make the biggest error of my life, but slowly but surely,
completely
people are
upside down.
forgiving us for that, and are forgiving me for that. There's no forgiving. It's me. That was all me. And they are concerned. I'll never make that mistake again. We are 29 away. I'm sorry, 29 away from making the goal for this month for gifted memberships. 29. 20. Wait a second. Someone gifted us 5 today, didn't they? Was it today?
Yeah.
Today?
No. Darth Nug.
Oh yeah, Darth Nug. So that brought us to 25 or 24. We're 24 away from hitting the monthly goal, which will bring us back to 100, and we're going to go 100 at a time until we at least get back to the 500, which I will be very, 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 very grateful if we can do that. And it's just, but I would like also to not only do that, but to enjoy the people to be really over here with us as well as that. So I know you guys, in a nutshell, a lot of you guys go from chat room to chat room. A lot of you guys go to Discord. A lot of you guys know each other better than I do. And I know most of you guys. And I could say everybody knows more about me than I probably can say that a lot of people don't know about me. But I did have an appearance. I thought it was time to go on. And in Hawk's defense, he's a very, very nice person as far as how he speaks to you. He's respectful. And he really thought I was going to sue him, and I made that very clear. I have no desire to sue him or to hurt him in that way. I say things out of anger, and Steaksburg, he goes, that's okay. I can accept that. I do a lot of things when I'm very angry, and I'll say things, but I calm down and I reevaluate. But it's the old saying that was always my number one problem is when you get too angry, I would put the cart before the horse many a times in my life, and when you do that, you'll wind up having disasters. But you could go back and fix it. But I've been fixing things my whole life. I'm tired of fixing things. Why don't I just continue to progress to be where I don't have to be that crazy, psychotic lunatic? Even though it's called for upon the Dabbleverse for me to come out and give someone a good verbal lashing. But it drains me. It takes my voice. It takes me a full 48 hours to recover if I'm in a full-blown episode of trying to school somebody or to get angry with somebody, which is, it's like I heard someone say we have 1 million beats, 1 billion beats. Is it 1 billion heartbeats for life? Is that what each person is capable of having? 1 billion, I think it is. That's a lot of heartbeats. And then you take in, if that's if you live a straight and honest, true to your body, healthy-wise your whole life. You take 34 years of drug use and you cut that number down by tremendous way down. So, yes, I want to live. I want to get healthy. It's a daily struggle. My biggest thing is with my son keeps pounding you're doing good again. Now you're back sheltering yourself in the house. You're not getting out of your chair. You're not going outside for days. You're not doing it. You're going to be, this is why your bones, when nighttime, while you complain, while you can't even get to the chair to the bed because you're doing it again. When you were walking every day, you were starting to get healthier because you were using more.
Do you literally sit in that chair all day?
Using more different body parts. You were getting things in shape. Your lungs were getting strong. What? Somebody talking to me, Lou?
No, I'm talking to the fucking wall.
I can't hear you, Lou.
Why can't you fucking hear me?
Oh,
Jesus Christ! You get going and you fucking get going and you are you sitting in that fucking chair all day?
I got juked here. What happened?
Do you literally sit in that chair all day?
I don't see nothing here. Lou, are you there?
God.
Wait a minute. Technical difficulties. Please help me. Hello.
Why?
Ah, here we go. I think I did it.
What'd you do?
What's going on here, man? Can you hear me?
I hear you
It keeps
fine.
going off. I'm not doing nothing. It's doing it by itself. It keeps messing with my audio. I move it out, and then someone's taking it back by themselves. I'm not doing nothing. It's doing it by itself.
Doing what?
Who's messing with my audio? I think someone has messed with me here. What's going on here?
Jesus
Hello?
Christ.
Lou, I'm dead serious. I have an intruder in my computer. Oh, boy.
Oh Lord, Joey, quit! Stay off the fucking virtual games, bro.
Please, come on. Oh boy. All right.
So Bobert Beerington asked $4.99.
Hello?
Either
That's 1, 2, 3.
Either one of you been
Tom,
shot
somebody
at.
help me. I'm lost. Mayday.
Leave and
They're
come
getting
back.
me. They're getting me. Oh no. No.
So Bo,
No.
yes.
No.
I was
Hello?
told
Goodbye. Hello. Oh,
when I
boy.
was a child,
Oh, boy.
my stepfather's
boy.
sister accidentally shot my stepfather's gun and missed my head by 6 inches and hit the wall. She didn't realize that she was holding a loaded gun. So that answers your question. Yes, I've been shot at. And Joey, gotta love Joey for the fucking technical difficulties. I swear to God. You get the man a nice PC, and yet somehow, some way, he fucking infects it with a bunch of bullshit. Spider, how did you put up with him? How, Spider? How? How did you do it? Yeah, I watched the first episode, Gaseous. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to episode 2. Oh my God, gotta love it. Joey just goes on a tirade, doesn't realize his computer's been taken over by fucking trolls. Oh shit. What about, oh look, someone made me their fucking avatar. I love it. Ah, movie, it's so sweet. Fucking dork. I'm gonna send Spider the link. Spider, check your email. Incoming. Spider. Oh, Spider. Juan Taramela. It's just the one Taramela. Shit. You're getting paid for this, Lou. Stop playing games. I'm not playing games, stupido. Oh, all right. The more you give Lou advice, the more he ignores it. That's right, I do. See, you know what, Spider? I understand, brother. I understand. Hop on in. Let's take over the show while Joey's gone, and we'll teach Joey a little thing or two about one Taramela. Oh, Moby. Thank you for the picture. It touches my soul. It really does. It's so touching. Good morning, Miss Honeybee, once again. All right. So there's a special panel looking into the assassination attempt of Donald Goopy Trump. That mice will play. Oh, Joey's back. Joey's back. Joey's back. Joey's back. And we can't hear you. We don't hear you. We don't hear you. We don't hear you, Joey. We used to sing that song to our friend Juan Lou. He brought back memories. Oh, glad, friend dog. Joey, fix your mic. Don't know what's wrong with it. Just don't break nothing. No. Well, look at me. My mic ain't working. Oh No, Diablo, I didn't. My ears hurt, Joey. You gotta bring it down. No, sir. We see you in the morning now in American time. Oh, I got dog ears as you're too loud.
Lou, can you hear me?
There
Hello?
you go. There you go. There you go.
Shit, Lou, that speaker. My mic's not working.
Don't know what to tell you.
Unacceptable, Lou.
It's your side, not mine.
Lou, I'm here. I've come to
I
conclusion.
hear
You hear me?
I hear you. Yes, now I do.
Okay. I'm going to say this.
Say
I've been
it.
trying to be very calm the last 24 hours.
I know. Real nice.
Very calm. I've tried to be reasonable. I've tried to be a gentleman. I've tried to be. It just don't work for a guy like me. Okay, I am gonna fucking destroy every piece of fucking equipment that I own, and I'm gonna start from fucking scratch. I'm gonna disassemble everything today. I'm gonna fucking break everything. Everything's going on. It's going to the wall. It's going to the garbage. It's going. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Because you want to know why? Because I always gonna finish. I'm always gonna have this luck. This curse that I have is sucks. It sucks. It sucks. And you want to know something? Now I got Tukey in my fucking thorn on my side. So I must encourage you, Lou, to get very creative because we're taking Tukey down and the potato will be beside us.
I love it. I love it when Joey's angry. Oh, Joey, I love it when you get mad.
Mr. Lou, please don't make me angry.
I wasn't the one making you angry.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oh, don't scare me, Joey.
Bo Bearton, thank you for the $1.99. Have either one of you been shot at? Oh, yes. That I have. Yes, that's what I'll say. And I've, yeah, as a youth and a teenager, I've had that happen quite a bit. Especially, and all kidding aside, I've had, I don't really want to get into this, but I've got a lot of friends from Chicago that I've actually witnessed them. It's a very ugly situation. So I've seen it. It's not pleasant. That's all I can say.
Well,
right.
I already told my story when you were having your technical difficulties.
What story? Was that over that quick?
To this exact same fucking question that I had up for the past 20 minutes.
All right. All right.
But yes, I since you weren't here, you were back trying to fix whatever. My stepfather had a 357 Magnum.
All right, nice gun.
I was a child. He was showing it to his sister. She didn't realize the gun was loaded. She fired a shot by mistake. Bullet missed my head by 6 inches from where I was standing. So inadvertently, I was shot at, not knowing.
Well, that's probably the least way you want to have to happen. I mean, that's what they call. Those are the accidents that could end the life. Those type of mistakes could. It's those sudden accidents that happen. What could be deadly. I mean, how many teenage boys have went home and were showing off to their friends that their parents got guns and dad and mom are away at work and they decide to go in and get the key to the lockbox and let's play. They play Russian roulette and kill their little brother by accident or something because they see stuff on TV or they're being peer pressured by their friend. You can't shoot that. I bet you won't put that in someone's face. And all of a sudden the gun accidentally goes off because they don't know. I always said guns. People say guns kill people. Not true. People kill people. You have to have someone to pull that trigger on a gun. You understand? So
I've always told myself I'm glad I don't have a gun.
Yes.
Because I'm a hot-tempered motherfucker. I'm just going to shoot a bitch.
All right. Wait a second. What's this? Whoa. I'm getting spy reports. What's this? I told them Ski Mask tried. Okay, Maybach. What are we talking about Ski Mask for in my chat room? Why are we talking about that pink loofah of a hack in my chat room? Please explain that to me. And he is a hack. Trust me when I tell you.
A drunken hack.
He's a drunken, lost soul.
What a
I can't even
small
believe that people still talk about him. I thought he was gone a long time ago. I mean, it started when we surpassed him, is when he went crazy. He couldn't understand it. He just didn't accept it. And then he went on MLC not too long ago, and he pulled his dick out or something at Brennan or something, which he's very famous for. But that guy's got problems, man. He's got problems. And I used to talk to him regularly. I used to look up to him till he went flippity-doo on me one day.
Dude, you look up to the most dumbest of fucking people, boy.
I know. I did. I look back at some of the people I tried to talk with, and I'm like, why? My God, why?
I mean, Jesus.
Why me? Why me? I told him Ski Mask tried. I don't understand what he's saying. Tried it what? What did he try to do? Ski Mask was having sex with a pumpkin on stream. What? I used to be. Is this for real, Big Boss? Please tell me to say this ain't fucking real. Tell me this is a bit somewhere. Because please tell me you didn't just tell me that. Please tell me that's not a reality, because that is got to be hilarious. Ski Mask, he tried to grew up on live TV. This boy is lost. I'm telling you, the boy is lost. He's lost. He's done it all. Ski Mask junk is called a PP since it's so small. Oh my God, that's funny. I gotta say, whoever said that was pretty funny. I know Ski Mask goes on about it. Well, you gotta admit though, I give him an A for originality for that whole Ski Mask thing. As he is the inventor, and that is truly him. And Ski Mask Collectives, when he was somewhat right in his mind, he did have some interesting merchandise. I actually used to like the guy, but he made the very, very vital mistake of for no reason, he started being a dick to me, and that didn't get him too far, because you wind up he was gone for months after months, and he's having a struggle now, and now he's fully blown deranged now, and he's lost, and I don't know. Ski Mask Junk. Oh, that was my boy Luca. This is Luca the Bind. The Ski Mask Junk is called PP. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Hey, Luca, we are calling upon you for a favor, Luca. We need some of your skills for our what's it called, the Uncle Rocco show. But I know, on a serious note though, I want to talk about, since Lou's away, I went to TSN yesterday to see, and they weren't live. And now I know they ended the Uncle Rico show. Is there anything going to be a regular show with them? Are they? I mean, they got like 8,000 paid YouTube members that are on the board, and I don't think they're going to get. I don't know what's going on. Is he slowly done? I don't know. Or they got some big bang, or is that Uncle Rico thing at work? I just don't. I want to call him so bad to ask him these questions that are probably none of my business, because you just don't always ask your friends everything, I'm sure that he wouldn't get mad, and he might just say, I can't talk about that right now. It's got to stay with me right now. Or I don't know, but I was very sad when I couldn't find nothing that was live with them. And I know their last Uncle Rico said, John, you win. This is our last Uncle Rico show. Now, I have been feeling that there's been a deception in the ranks, like a private war between TSN and Bob Levy, as Bob Levy emerges to build an empire of Levyverse, which I love Bob. I think Bob is probably the most talented, most funniest, and the most respected guy in the industry from what I'm learning. I don't know much about comedians. I do know this Joe Conte guy. He's trying to find out who I am, and another guy that got his eyebrows rose about. I hear a lot about this Joey. So you don't know him, and Bob tried to explain some things to him, and Bob Levy and I were conversing yesterday from his chat room while he was live about. I told you to send me an email. He keeps claiming and everybody's telling him to refresh or do not open an email, Bob. I don't know, Bob is struggling with opening emails. I did send the email several times, Bob. I don't know what the problem is, Rev. But Rev, we got to stop this, Rev. We have to stop this. Now, the Rev is live right now, and he claims he doesn't get my emails when I send them. Can you help me with this, Lou? Is he playing me? Is he? And the Rev went as far to call me I was as dumb as a box of rocks. Now,
Takes one to know one.
I don't understand that. I feel that a lot of ways Bob Levy and I are the same character. We both, So I very nicely and respectfully let Bob Levy know I'm no Danny Bonadici. If that's what you're thinking, you better regroup there, Bobby, because I have an ultimate respect for you and don't want to ever change my opinion of you. So I X-day off the dumb A. If I was yay, you A. You know what I'm talking about? But the Rev I love, I will remain to love him. He said Perry Caravello told me I wasn't allowed on Levyverse. This is what he's saying to the people. Well, Perry Caravello, I don't know, never spoke to him. I don't even think he knows who I am. So I don't know if Bob is just using Perry to mess with me. But I tell you, Perry Caravello, if that's true, from one Italian to another, shame on you. Shame on you. You will get to know me. I promise you that. And people will tell you, when I set out to be known at somebody's place, oh, you're going to get full treatment. I promise you that. But I would like to have a lot of respect for Mr. Caravello, as I feel that he's a man that I could really learn a lot from. I think he's crazy, and I like him. But Bob, X-nay on the dumb A, okay? All right, Bob Levy? I'm no Danny Bonaducci. You understand that, right? You pick it up when I'm laying down, Bob Levy? You picking it up? I hope so, my friend. I talked to Bob for you yet, Joey. I'll talk to thank you, Stephen M. I hope you will, and not just we'll see. I don't know. The jury's out. I think I could even have a working relationship with Stephen M. I always think that, and the question to why do I keep Rochi around? Rochi is part of the growth of Catalano TV. He is the tumor. He is the tumor to Catalano TV. You understand? He is our tumor. He is our tumor. And I think that I'm going to call him the tumor from now on. And as the tumor grows and it gets more cancerous, it's that much more we have to cut out of Rochi. And when you cut all the cancer out, if you cut the head off, the tail will die. So we have to pretty much reconstruct Rochi and cut many roaches' heads off until we get Rochi to where we want him. And then once we have him, we program him, you see. And he will be a great ally to us. It's just a matter of time. I put a lot of stock in the Roach, man. And I don't know. My gut telling me he's our tumor. And they told me if you take your tumor out too fast, you're going to kill everything. You must do it in doses. Yes. Mike, how do you like that? Do you like that? He's my... I dreamt
Big
about
Boss,
it.
I haven't played that in years.
Huh?
Big Boss says I'm playing Farmville. I haven't played Farmville.
I like Big Boss. I've got after seeing him on live with Rob Saul. Rob Saul wrote me a message yesterday, Lou, that you threatened his family. I think it was Rob Saul that did that. Or that you threatened his family? No, I don't know. You said something very derogatory about Rob Saul. And I told him I would.
Saul. If you don't fucking like it, I'll do something, bitch.
Wow. Rob, again, I made my peace, sir. I mean, please, I cannot stop my partner with that, but it's not me. I promise you that. I don't agree with it. But I have to respect it, as he respects things he doesn't agree with me. So in that persona, it's one hand washes the other. But like I said, I want no war with you.
Fucking email like, man, fuck Rob.
It's a good name for
if you don't fucking like it, then
Mike.
do something, bitch.
The tumor. So let's get it out.
Working your little fucking gay Tootsie Bar. Who's
that?
Fanook.
Who you calling a Fanook?
Fucking Rob Stahl. He works in a fucking Tootsie Bar. Fondling booty holes.
But that's you can't fault a man for his sexuality.
I can do whatever I want.
That's not fair.
Well,
that's not fair.
You know what? Life's not fair, and he lost his wife to his fucking cousin. Fuck that clown.
I know who I haven't seen there. I'm getting sad and I'm replenishing here. I haven't had my dose of Rocco this morning. Where are thoughts is Rocco this morning? Please explain to me. Does anybody know where the great Rocco is tonight this morning? Can we get some light on that? Anybody?
Look, Big Boss says that wasn't him, Joey.
It wasn't him? Oh. So you mean there's an imposter? The guy said his name was Big Boss, a young guy. Well,
No,
I'm glad you.
He said the mod called the final boss.
Oh, the final boss. There you go. You see, I messed that one up. You see what I'm talking about with me? I'm crazy, people. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Saul takes too many pics with strange dogs. Yeah, very weird. He has this fucking. There's one thing to love your dog and all that, but man, no, that fucking weirdo.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and. I think it's just in best interest. I think we should just get off the Rob Saul thing. I know he doesn't bother us, and I don't need any more thorns in my side. We don't need to get him going. If you want a war with him,
he wrote to you. I'm just replying to his email.
Well, I said Saul, but now I can't 100% swear it was him, but it had his name in it. So I don't know. It could be some fake imposter. I don't know. I'm just saying that.
Oh well, oops. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Weird though. Mr. Big Shot's name was also the final boss. He was. That's true. I forgot about that. That the commissioner once had the final boss name. Yeah, you're right about that. Was that really Spider?
Ah, look at that. Dude says Rob Saul was shitting on you the other night. I watched it.
He was on me?
You think these pussy ass motherfuckers be your friend, Joey, but they not.
Can we get that clip to me? Because if that's the case, we got problems. I'll have to put my ace up my sleeve card out, and that'll be pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? Was he trashing me, or was he busting my chops? For what reason?
Did Doom clip it? If Doom clipped it, I'll play it.
Please, did you clip that, Doom? Do we have that in your the Great Doom's channel? Can we use it? Can we clip it? Can we? Words of the street is Rob Saul only likes male dogs. Girl ones are icky. Well, I mean, I can't confirm or deny that. I don't know that. I'm not in that part of the world. But we appreciate the tip. That could be a useful tip. I don't know. I'm confused here. I made peace with this man. He's been saying kind words about me, and now someone's saying he talked bad about me. And you claim you watched it, and I'm just hearing about it now. Joe, you might get a surge of people. OJ in the morning just said, well, that'd be great. I mean, that'd be great.
Oh.
I mean, I got to commend OJ.
Understandable, Doom. He didn't clip it because Rob Saul's a hard watch. And he claims to be the fucking villain of the Dabbleverse. Bitch, please.
So can we find this clip where he was talking subversive about the Joey C? Because I really would like to know that. And Luke could go over there and find it, and we could play this, because I'm very, very concerned now, because I gave him the benefit of the doubt that it was washed, and he was cool, and all I did was
Luke, get to work. Find it for me, please.
Yeah,
you're good at listening to these idiots.
Yeah, let's find it. This is where my good friend Kai Brancaccio would come in handy, because he would be on this like the plague, and he would get that to me ASAP. And so I missed that. I was able to, and I didn't want to always ask anybody for anything, but I could say this about my friend Kai Brancaccio. When I did come calling for help, he was right there for me, and that's priceless for a friendship. And I would do, if he called me at any given time, I would, I'd be right there for him too. So just as I would for Lou. So, and I think I made a good point yesterday on Honk the Clown. I think they respected my answer. I know when I left, I popped back on in the chat. I didn't go in the chat, but I listened, and they said, "Well, I had them talking. I had them. At best, I had them civil, and they had a lot of valuation to do, which is fine. I can't make everybody like me. I wasn't trying to win them over. I was just trying to make a mutual respect that I don't hate you guys. I understand, and then I'm not. Made it clear I wasn't trying to sue him. And that I am, I do listen to every. See, I told this to Spurg yesterday, and I say it to now. I listen to everybody's chat. I read everybody's chat. I keep everybody's chat. I listen all around the Dabbleverse, all around the internet about ideas or constructive criticism. I listen. I read everything. I do not ignore anybody. Some people think I do. Trust me. If you're trying to make a loud voice for me to understand something, I hear it, and I do process it, and I do take everything into consideration. I'm not a guy that just says, screw you guys. It doesn't go in one ear and out one other with me, with anybody that's ever been in my chat room or in other chat rooms. Trust me, I have a mutual respect on that I take the time to read everything. I take the time to evaluate. I take the time to go over ideas. But at the end of the day, I make the decision what I think is best, and it might not always be the right decision for me or even the wrong decision. And some people don't agree with it. But at least Spurg said, I believe that you do that, and I believe that. But then he goes, you're right. You pick the best one's advice that you think is best for you, and I guess that's a good. I think you answered that well, and I accept that. So at least I got into a good conversation with him. I made him aware that I do hear about the IRLs and me doing certain this stream about me with the metal detector was going to be a great show. Apparently, Rev Fug Lee has purchased this. Supposedly, has purchased my metal detector. It should be coming here soon, and I think I enjoy. That's something I enjoy doing. That'll be fun to put on camera and live. Me out there doing that. Maybe I might find a big find. I think me buying storage units like I used to and doing live streams with that is going to be big. Me plummeting through storage units and going into some nasty stuff that people and some of the storage units out to show you the filth and how people are and how they pack the weirdest things in when they're being evicted or losing a job, and they put the weirdest stuff away, stuff that you're like, why did they save this? You know what I'm saying? So I've had a lot of fun doing that. That's fun for me. So I think I know it's great to get that on live now. I just haven't been 100% to what things I miss doing to want to do that would actually be a supplementary income, not a lot. Storage units were, if you bid right and get cheap and you get a good find, you can move it quickly. But sometimes it took me 6 months on a $60 storage unit that I bought at last year at some point in 2023. It took me 6 months to get rid of everything that I thought was sellable. It came in spurts, but I sold everything that I thought was valuable and got pretty much the price. I went out and I found a guy that buys DVDs, old certain movies or VHSs. This guy buys he's a little store here in Florida, and he's on Martin Luther King Boulevard, and he's over by what's the road I'm thinking of? He's by Dale Bay, not Dale. He's way before the hospital. A couple lights, Florida Avenue. He's by Florida Avenue and MLK. Just a little bit past there's a little strip mall. There's a comic book store there, a Marvel comic place there, and then next door is the guy that does the VHS, and he does buy them. And if you get, there are a lot of VHS movies that are worth money that people look. I couldn't believe the business he had of all these people. Now they're the type of people that he has his clientele are mostly new generation people that are gothic people, those type of people, the hip kind of generation, a lot of geek people that are there that look for old classic movies, and he makes a killer. And if you get the right stuff to him, and he's the guy I've been using now to buy that stuff, and I got a couple of them. But that's the key. When you buy storage units on a regular basis, you got to find certain collectors. You got to find a baseball card collector, a comic book collector. If you get some rare art, you got to have it. But you got to hope that also that you're not getting the wrong person that could be just trying to scam you and say, "Oh, this ain't worth nothing. I'll give you this much," and it turn out that they're not telling you the truth. You got to make sure that they're being up and up for you. And then you got to get books and you got to look it up and you got to learn, because there's a lot of fakes out there. I've made a lot of finds in storage units that I thought, I think this is it, babe. I think this is it. And you go and you find the reprints after you dig deep enough, or you think you got the original, and then you go, nope, this is a reprint or a remake of something. What was a good example? The TY babies. What are those little stuffed animals? What do they call? The TY baby. What do they call? Am I saying it right? Or the Star Wars stuff. Anything first edition Star Wars from the movie era, 77, is worth big money. But then it came out in 92 with another launch of Star Wars. And that stuff is not as valuable as the original. But I had a lot of Star Wars stuff that was for the 90s. It was a second edition stuff. And then Harry Potter books. You got to be very careful that you get the one that's worth a lot of money. There's only a few of them out there. And I thought I had one, but I wound up having the second edition, which killed my dreams. I came this close so many times. This is the one, and that's what keeps you going and keeps you digging. You know, it's fun. I get in there and I get in there and I mean, throwing out this and that. You go through clothes, and I told you about the nasty one I got. There was a stripper that me and my wife bit on this thing, and we went through it, and it was nasty. But she was a very good mother to her son because he had the best toys. Whoa, who's that?
It's Paul Abdul's son. Straight up.
Is that you? I don't know. Is that him?
Yo, what's up?
All right, got me scared there. All right, zero integrity. Thanks for the dollar. Lou, doesn't Joey have? You are back when it comes to that. I do. I listen. I appreciate everybody's opinion about Lou, but I'm a very loyal friend, and Lou's very loyal to me. And there's just no reason for me to even consider listening to that. Listen, if it's going to be bad in the show, it's going to be bad because of both of us. It's not going to be Lou's bad and Joey's. No, that don't fly with me. We're either the most worth talent, or we're both trying our best to be as best as we can. There's no one is better than the other. I think a lot of great teams in life who went that route that were enemies outside their acting ability or their comedic ability. You know, that if they would have just maybe trusted each other better, it could have been better for them. Like Abbott and Costello, they were enemies for a long time. He was a mother. Lou Costello was a piece of work, but he had a lot of traumatic things happen to him. His kid drowned in the pool. He wasn't nice. He felt he was the talent. But at the end of the day, when they were on that deathbed, they were at the hospital with each other, or one was at, I don't remember who went. I think Lou went first, but same with Laurel and Hardy. The skinny guy, Stan Laurel, Oliver Hardy was the heavyset guy. Stan Laurel was a very brilliant person, very educated person, and the role he played was as dumb as a box of rocks. But you read some history about him; he wasn't a very intelligent person. He was a very quiet person. So you get guys like that. Marx Brothers, crazy guys, but they were brothers. The ones that I think were the most talented, who didn't get paid nothing, they were held hostage by Julius White, was the Three Stooges. Mo talks about it in the 70s in interviews that, he was tied to a contract that they couldn't get out. They knew that they were the talent. They knew they could have made a lot of money. He wouldn't let them go for nothing. They had them locked in. And they were just happy to be working every day. And now look at this. How many 100 years almost? They're still popular. You can still watch them. Same with Jackie Gleason and Honeymooners. You think those guys imagine that 50 years, 100 years later, they'd still be reruns, still be playing and still popular? I don't think so. So that's one of the, I watched Three Stooges last night and Honeymooners. And it kind of
smack you.
No, I'm in a great mood because of that. Because I go back to my childhood and I go and I sit there and I go, I used to watch this as a kid. I love it. It makes me whole again.
Well, I watched Tulsa King yesterday.
Who?
Tulsa King.
Oh, you did? You watched episode 5?
Oh, yeah. Tyson's not a gangster, bro. I don't care.
Who?
Tyson's not a
He's
gangster.
not. And that's my whole point. Sylvester Stallone recognizes that he's not a true gangster. He's like, you can't get up at 25, son, and become a gangster. It's just not in you. He don't want him to go that route. And Tyson wants to prove himself. But again, the little shit, the one that Armand, who I think is going to die very, very soon here. I think he's going to be taken out. My theory is Sylvester Stallone is going to be on him because he's going to hurt. Armand's going to be Armand's so dumb.
Armand's such a sourpuss all of a sudden.
He's dumb because he's so much in the hole because Dwight's got him hold with the envelopes and he don't like it. But you know what? That's the price you pay when you betray. He could have killed you in the kitchen. He let you live. You got to pay. To live, you got to pay. He's crying about it. He's taking blood money. And he's going to get called to the carpet to do a big favor, and then he's going to get squashed. And he's putting sour ideas in the kid's head. Yeah, you're good now until you betray him or he gets mad at you. He shouldn't be saying that because it's going to make Tyson get hurt. Because you're right.
Here's something I noticed yesterday. The actor who's playing Thresher, I don't like his role in this show.
The actor that's playing director?
Thresher. Like other.
Oh, you're talking about the guy, the millionaire eccentric guy that owns all the land?
The weed stuff.
Yeah. I don't like him at all as an actor anyhow.
No, he's a great actor. He's always played the great villain.
He is. I don't like the guy. I don't like his blue eyes.
In this show, they're using him wrong. Like he's portrayed as a wannabe mob boss, but he's really not.
He's a pussy.
Yeah, he's not. In Yellowstone, you'll see how he plays a much better.
But he also played in that movie with The Rock, Walking Tall. He was the guy that owned the casino.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, he was the guy that owned the town. He had the town, and Rock came back, and he said a lot has changed. They went to high school together, and he's played a lot of. I don't never like that guy. I never liked him. Never liked him. I don't like him, so that's it. It's over. You know, I don't like him. Good show today, Joey. It's rather calm. Thank you, Big Boss. I appreciate that.
This is boring as shit. Well, fuck you, Rochi. Go back and stick your thumb in the
Rochi, the tumor.
Piece of shit.
Hey, Commissioner, we need a sign up. We need it across your desk to final approve. Rochi's new name is the tumor. You concur? You sign off on that?
I approve.
Approved. All right, thank you.
Who you got tonight, Commissioner? New Orleans or Denver?
You know he's going with Denver.
That one's kind of hard because New Orleans got half of their people's out injured. So on offense, so I don't know. Denver could win.
Is it in Denver? No, it's in New Orleans.
Denver could win.
Oh, it's in New Orleans. So Sean Payton's returned to New Orleans.
Yeah, like I said, and Denver's got Bo next, so Denver could win this one.
You think so?
Yes.
Now, yeah. So you like Denver, huh? All right, I'll second that. Now,
who you got tonight, Yankees or Cleveland?
Yankees. It's going to be Cleveland. Cleveland tonight.
I think it's Cleveland tonight.
It's 2-0, right?
Home crowd, yes, 2-0. Home crowd, the momentum should.
It's going 6 games.
Cleveland's way.
Cleveland wins tonight. Cleveland will win tonight.
And I think New York bounces back tonight.
No, it's not going to go 3-0. It's going to go 2-1.
Not that. Fuck the Yankees. How about that?
You guys don't realize it's all about the TV rights. It's about they have to extend. You guys don't get it. You guys still don't get it.
No, if that was the case, the better matchup's going to be New York versus New York.
Listen,
that's the bigger draw.
Of course. So that's why I'd say it's going to be a Subway series. You guys don't get it. People think they don't cheat. I'm not saying anybody's cheating. I'm just telling you the odds are in the more favorite for the most money
and
to be a Subway series.
The Mets should bounce back tonight.
They're worse than the mafia. These TV conglomerates. They are. They trust me. Without even putting a hammer on somebody, they already know what they need. You understand what I'm saying? They already know what they need to make to make the numbers so high. It will have to be a Subway series, and the money will be all unbelievable. That's where the ticket's going to be. That's what they're hoping for. That's what their pitch is going to be. That's what they're leaning for in their own way, how they do it. But now, do I think baseball's corrupt? I really don't believe baseball's corrupt since the 1919 scandal when Shoeless Joe Jackson was one of the 8 men out, and he was one of the ones that didn't participate, but he's still not in the Hall of Fame, Shoeless Joe Jackson.
I think they are all corrupt in their own way.
Well,
when it comes to the betting
I
think
Spider's corrupt. I think Commissioner's corrupt. I think he's a guy that if he's in charge of the clubhouse, I think it'll be a lot of hanky panky going on with him in charge. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that. But that's my opinion.
Hey, if Commissioner didn't come earlier in the month, he would have been coming this week. Yeah. And he wouldn't have to worry about no storms.
Yeah, I know. So but Commissioner is a great guy.
Let's recap your first hurricane experience in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad did you hate it?
Why?
I can't really say I hated it. The worst part was being out to no power. That's the worst part. But other than that, I looked at it as just a triple regular storm to me.
Yeah. And in all fairness, he didn't get what was supposed to come. Yes, they hyped it up so much. If a direct hit would have hit, if we would have got the direct hit that they were possibly using as one of the scenario, he would have been definitely more to say that it was horrible. But I think, I agree with him. After it touched down, yes, places flooded in Tampa, a lot of losses. And I know there were deaths, and my heart bleeds for those, but it wasn't the death toll that they were talking. I mean, you don't hope nobody dies. That's the one thing you hope in a tragedy. You hope everybody lives through it. Unfortunately, in life, that don't happen. But it was very minimal. I think, like him, after it touched down and the next day, yes, the hardest part was the lights being off. That's killer. It sucks. You lose. You can't cook. You can't see. There are ways to make it as best you can. I had this battery pack that I have everything plugged in now that if the lights go off, it kicks in to be a battery pack. Unfortunately, it's so old, it only lasted about 30 minutes. I was able to I tried to plug all kind of stuff in there. Right away, I started running extension cords, and it wouldn't pull the refrigerator. It wouldn't charge my phones because it was weak. It's old. It was, like I said, I don't know how old it is, but I'm pretty sure it's done. It's not. If it was full capacity when it's brand new, that box that I have on my dresser here that it's got my computer on right now would have pulled for the 3 days. It would have lasted to do the things I needed. But at best, it would turn on the ring light. And then it got to where it would stay on for 30 seconds, go off. I had to wait an hour to get a little juice, and then I got it back on for a minute. It was frustrating. So I hate. We had water, and it was great. You know, it's good that we didn't have both of them out. But I think if I had to take a choice in this, they could keep the water and turn the lights on. I think I would be more with electricity than the water. If you had a choice. Having water, we were able to take cold showers, and they were cold. But
cold. Whew, you tell me, yeah, it was.
You
cold.
ain't lying about that. I mean, it's fucking cold, man.
A cold shower. You know what? I welcomed it. This time
they say it's
the heat that was outside, and then the heat inside the place. Man, I jumped in my shower like, oh my god, this is so fucking.
But I gotta say, yesterday was I did get to peek my head outside a little bit yesterday, and it was not bad. The humidity was down. It felt good.
Dude, you could go for your walk and talk tonight. Trust me.
Yeah, well, like I said, that's going to be full throttle soon. But I think the walk and talk with the metal detector. So I know that.
Right
I
now,
know that.
these next
I know.
I know. You can get a good walk and talk in because of the cool weather that we've got.
You know,
I walked outside
like
this morning. It was 50 fucking
well,
degrees out.
Well, that's something that I didn't get to do when I was down and got to walk with him.
Yeah, but it would have been nice to do a stream. But you got to admit, though, until the storm came, it's humid. I mean, Lou, you go. I mean, there's how many days that I got up and started walking down my stairs. As soon as I open that door and I go, oh my god, and then you got going to a car with no air conditioner. Look at the day we went pick you up and we went down the street. I was dead. All of us experienced a part where we thought it drained us so much, that little bit of, and then on the way back, I get stuck in traffic and it takes me an extra 45 minutes to get home. Not only that, on that 45 minutes, I got to listen to OJ on the phone for 45 minutes while I'm stuck in traffic. And I'm
don't have to listen to anybody. You could have hung up the phone.
Well, I'm not rude. I mean, we had a good conversation, but it just was the wrong time because now I told you, I said, normally I should have been home in 50. I said, watch me get stuck in traffic. And I tell you what, it was a parking lot. And the heat was playing. And I was just, by the time, I was so sick when I got home. I had nothing left in me. I was, for 24, 36 hours, I was terrible. It drained me. It's not good when that happens. And I hate Florida. Let it be known I hate it here. Why I came here and stayed here all those years, I can't stand it.
After this storm, I told the woman, we're going to get a barbecue grill.
Yes.
And we're going to get a fucking generator.
I am agreeing with you. As you get older and it gets tougher, and I got to say, I was not prepared as good as I thought I was. I had everything. I had all flashlights. My sister gave me a bunch of batteries that were brand new in the pack, she said. And when I opened them up and put them in the flashlight, and for half an hour later, they were dead. I'm like, what kind of fucking batteries are these? Oh, well,
batteries.
She said, I found them in a dumpster, she said. My old man. I go, wait a second. So they were throwing out. She goes, yeah, where I work next door, the guy's down the battery store, and he threw all these up and I'm like, and Steven grabbed them. You know, there's a guy was throwing them in there. And the guy said, here, you want them? Okay, so you didn't think to tell me that the guy was throwing them out. They must have been on shelf life, must have been done. But they're brand new. I don't care. They must have been on the shelf for 10 years. You know, they didn't work worth the shit. So, yes, I made the conclusion that whether I ever experience another hurricane again, I'm getting me an efficient, what you said, what do they call them? Generator. I'm going to get one that's reasonably not too big, because you can't keep it inside. You got to bring it outside. The problem is, if we had one, would they have stolen? Would they have stolen?
It might be harder for you.
Yeah.
See, where I live, hopefully by the time it's all, my fence will be fixed.
Right.
I could chain it to the post on my
Right.
backyard.
I can do that too. There's a big post out there I can chain it to.
I could chain it. I could run the extension cord in. I told the woman we'll have a portable AC because my apartment is, for me and her, is perfect size. So with a nice portable AC unit, I'll put it in the fucking window. It'll cool my whole place.
Yeah.
Keep some gas.
Yeah.
And I'm straight. Have a cord to keep the Wi-Fi going.
Right.
I don't care about the TV playing all that. Just give me my Wi-Fi and I'm good.
Well, I agree.
And a barbecue grill so I can keep cooking.
Yeah, I think that's a key essential, having a grill and a proper. I think there's some things you got to really go. You got to go a little properly in price, like a real nice cooler, a big size cooler that is not going to be styrofoam that's going to break. You're going to need one that really works. That runs on. That if you keep ice, or even one that has a battery capacity, like the truckers have those plug-in ones and a cigarette lighter. You could get those at truck stop, but they also got ones that are really efficient that run off a high-power battery. I think that's a key important, and having a grill, some type of grill, and be able to keep the food preserved will go a long way. But I think the key, I don't think candles, yes, that's the traditional way, but in today's society, there's got to be power sources that you can use with technology. That I don't care if I'm going to put together a kit, and put a nice little case together, and I'm going to store it somewhere close by. And if I ever use it, thank God. If I have, I'll be prepared, because I tell you what, one thing I was saying that I when I worked in the locker room and I had to do budgets, I was so thorough and so organized. And when I finally left working after all the years, I didn't care about being organized, or it's something I did my whole life. It's like I used to be tied to my cell phone because the players were on speed dial. I had to be available for them 24/7. And Juan will tell you that. When you're in charge of the club manager, a lot of times the manager say, "Listen, I told the players for this weekend I'm taking my wife out on the weekend that I got off, or on the road, that they got to go call you for everything. And unless it's major and you need to call me, if it's got to be going up to the higher up above me, then you call me. Otherwise, you can handle it," which I could, because a lot of players would call me anyhow because they didn't want the manager to find out. But my policy was with them. Listen, I won't lie to the manager. He's got to be your best friend. You got to trust me that I trust the manager. A lot of players would get scared, but I'm saying, trust me, Bobby will not flush you down the toilet if you tell him the truth. And I've had players get in bad situations where I've had cops call me and say, "Hey, I know this guy plays for this organization, and I know he's a big up and coming star, but he's getting ready to get arrested. So I advise you to get out here as quickly as you can." And I brushed a lot of stuff under the table for them. But I have to tell the manager, it comes with Bobby. In my case with AAA, Bobby Jones got to know everything. Now, if Bobby will decide if he has to take it to the organization, which he'll try to handle it in house as much as he can, as long as the player is being right. But we've saved a lot of players that way. But sometimes you have no choice. If it gets to the press, if it's the top dollar guy and it hits the press already before he gets hold of anybody, there's nothing you can do. Once it goes to the press, you're done. Then you gotta start doing. Then you better start making the right phone calls. But players had to trust a guy like me. We had to have a great relationship. But then I had allegiance to the front office too. I had to keep them at bay, because the players don't like the front office people coming down in the locker room because it's their sanctuary. But the front office people want to know everything. They want to be nosy, and so you got to give them enough. You got to feed them enough to make them happy, but to keep them away. He'll tell you it's a juggle. I don't want owners in the locker room. I don't want owners coming around with their kids, their nephews, their nieces. I don't want none of that, because that's just anybody that comes from an owner or a general manager is a spy. First and foremost, is spying for that organization. So you don't want them in the locker room listening to what players talk about or how the players react. Players are human beings like us, and there's a lot of stuff that happens in the locker room that, well, at least in my day, that sometimes it wouldn't be proper to anybody to know anything that's going on in the clubhouse. Today is a little bit different. I don't know. I haven't been in a locker room since 2015. I don't know. I know the game changed dramatically because the players they're just idiots. They're just idiots today. And loyalty it's their show. They made the mistake of letting them have power. Like I said, the day the players get full control, when they start controlling the locker room, it was time to leave. It's not going to happen. Not on my shift. And my boss came to me very fairly, sat me down. He goes, "You've been with me a long time. I've taken you every organization I've been. He says, "Can you make the change?" I'm going to ask you the number one question. I don't have to get through a speech here. I know you for many years. Can you make the change and adapt to new baseball? And I stood up with him at Grady. What do you mean new baseball? It's still a bat, a ball. You hit the ball square in the ball, and catch a field. I go, what new game? Well, the players are changing. The money's changing the game, and the players are getting a lot of power. I go, if you're asking me, can I take orders from players? No. Where do I sign to get out of here? And I just won't. We had dignity. We had a lot of power. We treated the first rounders with all respect. But anybody that was high on the totem pole, that was a 50th round or 46th round, barely going to make it through AA, they better not disrespect any staff because they're going to get released. And when a lot of players that were second rounders, third rounders that had a lot of power. And I experienced that where Juan's from in that locker room was a guy that I told them right to the face and they looked at me like I was nuts. And I want to tell you, I argued with the higher ups like nothing. My manager challenged me and I was fucking irate. That fucking, what's his name? What was his name? What was that little fucking runt's name? Juan, when I was there. What's his name? Forgot. The manager we had when I was there. The little fucking short. Yeah, Trip Keister. That motherfucker was I've never had a manager sit me down and not back me up and tell me we're going another way. The player wins on this one. And I looked at him, are you kidding me? Do you know what you just did for me? You just sunk me. If you do this, if you let this player win this argument over me, this clubhouse is gonna be fucking doomed for the rest of the year. I'm sorry. The players I work for the player. I go, what? I go, Bell, this guy's going to be a superstar. And I stood up in that meeting when the farm director came down and the general manager came down, Rizzo came down. And I said, let me tell you something. I might not have played the game, but I've been on a lot of benches and I've watched a lot of baseball and I've watched a lot of players come and go. If you think that guy's the answer to your prayers, that guy will go up for a cup of coffee and he'll be done. I don't even know if he made it. I left that organization. What's his name make it? The kid from Tampa, the big home run power king that was an idiot. The one that I thought was he was too close with his mother. The relationship was weird because his mother was like, he really loved his mother, but then I think in the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? And I just kind of felt some weird vibes there, you know? But they said they put all their stock in this guy and he became nothing. He's a has-been. Like I said he would, because I watched how they grow from the time they come in from rookie ball all the way through the ranks. I can tell you, he didn't have the makeup. He didn't have leadership. He had nothing, but he was an individual piece of shit. And I don't even know if he made it up for a cup of coffee. And I was right. And I don't care how powerful Trip Keister was and how much he managed, is that I knew more about that team than he did. And that's what he didn't like. And that's when he soured up, and I made a big breakfast every Sunday for those guys, and he would come out, and I'd make him a special breakfast. He didn't come out and see me, and I go, you really going to sit here and make me sit out? He goes, and he just ignored me. And I go, you know what? Fuck you. I told him right to his face. And that's from that one, there was war in that locker room. It became ugly for the rest of the year, because I didn't give in. And I refused to. And I didn't care because I wasn't going back to that organization. And I go, and either I could leave now, but I had the owner Bruce in my pocket. He liked me, he loved me. The owner of the Suns, he didn't own the players; those were Washington. But I worked. He was the guy that gave me my salary. He was the guy that gave me my bonuses, and he liked me. So he liked the fact that I had balls and I wasn't afraid to talk my mind. And sometimes that was good, but a lot of times it cost me something. But I didn't sell my soul to nobody. No one ran me. They knew what they were getting when they got me. And as I said in a meeting once, I'll never forget the person that stood up for me in a meeting and said, it's better to keep the devil we already know than get a new devil we know nothing about. Which is a very powerful statement for a guy like me. They recognize it's better to keep the devil around we know, because he's been good to us. And he won't turn on us. But if we bring a new devil in and we know nothing about it, it could be bad for us. I remember the first thing that was told to me by Tim O'Toole, I'm hiring you to have full control down there. I don't want to know nothing about that locker room. I don't care. Just keep them players from coming up here complaining. And I told the players from day one, don't you go up to that front office for anything. Any complaints come to me, and I'll take it up the chain of command in the organization, if needed to. And that's the way I built it with players. That's why I had a lot of respect from the Ranger organization and AAA, and I had a lot of fun, man. But I'll tell you, I went through hell. I remember the night that we got the food delivered one for both teams, and the guy brings one. He brought the home team and didn't bring the visiting team, and that's where my bread and butter was. I went out. Let me tell you something. It was a lot of people out there trying to. I laid into that delivery guy. I was banned from Bob Evans in that town. I'm not allowed to go in there ever in life. I'm lucky I didn't go to prison for that. But I annihilated that driver because it was his stupidity ass fault that left the fucking food there. 3 hours later, the food, the players were already gone, long gone. Brings me the food 3 hours later. Like, what am I going to do with this food? Shove it up your ass. I threw it at him. Paid for it. I was already paid for it. I prepaid. I was very good at making sure when I went outside for sources from restaurants, and they failed miserably, made me look bad, cost me a lot of money that day, and I don't care. You know, that's how my hustle is, making sure the players got what they need. It was not pleasant. I should have been fired that day, but I had my guy in the organization was there that weekend, and he calmed me down. He said, "Come on, go." He goes, "They're looking out the fucking manager's door." I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. You think I trust him? He says, "You got to calm down. If you want me to protect you." I go, I finally calmed down. I was fucking, that poor delivery guy. He'll never forget me. A lot of people won't forget me because I've chewed a lot of asses out. I'm good at it. So, but if you're right,
You're fired.
I did get fired. I got fired at the end because I went to jail, you know, for the warrants I had.
I'm firing you now.
You fired me now. Well, I don't know if that's see, here's the one thing I learned to protect myself. See, it's like no mod could fire me. No mod could take me out. Nobody could annihilate me. No one can. I have the true keys to everything. So, you know, I make sure I'm one of them guys. It's like in the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone, where Wesley Snipes couldn't kill the guy that was in charge, the guy that everybody praised because he programmed where no one could shoot him until Wesley Snipes figured out that he couldn't shoot him, but other people could. And then that's when they killed. So I'm the same way, but see, no one could kill me. Nobody. I got protection. I made sure I programmed everybody. No one could come and get me. See, I learned from all my mistakes. You understand? So that's the way it is. But anyhow, what graces us with the commissioner here before we wrap it up today. I want to thank everybody for participating. Remember, we're 24 memberships away from hitting the goal for this month. That's all I'm asking for is the 24. I'm not trying to grip. I'm not trying to ask for anything else. But I do plead that please put your stock back in that mistake will never happen, and that we're gonna build. We're gonna continue building, and we're gonna be this Uncle Rocco show is gonna be. I think you're gonna enjoy it. I think it's going to be done right before we launch that first episode. Every duck in a row, every dot, every T is going to be crossed, every I is going to be dotted. And again, I'm no comedian, never said I was, but we're going to make it as fun as we can for you guys. I'm going to rely on a lot of the fans now that have talent to be part of this. And I need someone to write a good intro song, someone that can write it, someone that can. I don't like hard rock. I don't care. I don't care for that. I don't really like rap. I'm a Frank Sinatra swing kind of a guy, jazz kind of a guy, you know, and that's me. I like that. So I think that you guys better be on alert that Tukey will be coming full blown alive and taking over Rocco's mind as he already started that play. Rocco is a lost soul. We must save Rocco or we must diminish Rocco. It's his choice, you know. It's his choice. Will he let us save him? But the potato has had enough, and he is aligning with Joey Z and Catalan TV, as he made a great statement this morning, live on air, and called out OJ. And OJ got a little nervous, but I will give credit due again. Again, we gave the credit earlier to I don't remember. I got it written down, but I don't know if I can still see his chat about the picture that he has in the intro. We gave him recognition, and he was just kidding. He said, but. You know, but we will give OJ, the great OJ, credit for the name. He claims I've stolen 3 ideas from him. He keeps saying that. That's not true. I'm not trying to steal anybody's idea. I do call on the chat now with your challenge to help us. We've had help from a lot of people. I need a song. I need talent now. We will give you billing. We're going to make a full credit at the end of each show, and we're going to learn how to do that, and you're going to be getting credits where credit is due. We'll give you some props. I did make a commitment that I will have in the future. I was a guest on their show yesterday. At some point, I will reciprocate with having one of them on the show at some point. Probably not together, but one at a time. At best, I hope that they got a better understanding of me. I mean, and I don't expect them to be Team Joey and say, "Oh, he convinced us." I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to show them I'm not as bad as a lot of people say I am. At least take the time to reevaluate certain things, and whatever you decide is fine with me. You know, I'm okay with that. But I did, and I let them know I'm not here to hurt your channel. I'm not do that to people. I don't believe in that. And I was very respectful. All in all, I don't know how long I was on Honk the Clown yesterday.
Why do you have to reciprocate the fucking because he let you on his show?
Well, I just feel that maybe I will in the future. I'll have him on. I don't have to, but it's
why?
You know, I don't know. But saying it might not happen, but I'm not shutting it completely out. You know, I'm not shutting it completely out. You know, sometimes when you got when you think you got enemies, sometimes it's better to just cut it off before it gets worse. I'm not trying to make no new agita for me. You understand? I'm trying to mend all fences I can. You can't mend every fence. Why?
Yo, dude, you playing peacemaker with everyone? Backfire.
I'm a real born again Christian. That's why.
Okay, you can be a born again Christian and love life and all this other shit, but fuck all these other whack fuckers.
Because it's better to play the dumbest guy in the book than to play the smartest guy in the book. You understand?
No.
You don't get it. I know.
Sense.
Please help me make this man understand. Please convince him to understand what I'm saying.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus has nothing to do. Jesus don't have nothing to do with this.
Yeah, he does.
He does not.
He forgot to give you a lot of straight screws.
This is the most what? What does it say? This is the most what? In what? I don't understand what that word is there. Can somebody help me?
Improvised what? Improvised panel on YouTube.
Well, thank you. It's a compliment. And I like Peter Skywalker acknowledging this. Lou, no, that's not the one. It makes me,
Lou's demeanor makes me disagree with everything he said, even if he's right.
And this guy here is he's funny. He's funny. You're funny. Again, like I made it very clear yesterday, this is the type of shit that is funny because here's an idiot. I mean, this is a guy that takes a powerful name who is just this statement here is so it's just oh my God, it just makes me sick. Pal, I'm more Chicago if you're still there, living there and from there, that in the 37 years I spent there, than you'll ever be. You understand? And my name is installed in the city of Chicago's history with the Daily Machine, with family members that worked with city workers, a lot of family members between my mother's and father's side that worked for the city of Chicago. And so we got a lot of history with our family there. And yes, I wasn't a suburban boy ever. So get that thought out of your head. But you know what? It don't matter because you know what? When it's a peon like you saying it, I laugh hard. I laugh really hard. It makes me laugh so hard. It makes me want to just spit on your picture every day when I find out who you are.
Joey doesn't have a Chicago accent. Let's see. Joey hasn't been in Chicago for how many years?
24 years. And I still have a very, very rich Chicago accent. I've been here 24 years. So, and people even say, boy, they know right away I'm not from Florida. I definitely still have my Midwestern voice. So I don't have a Florida. I don't even talk like a Floridian. So, that's
what does Floridians speak like?
Well, they're Southerners. They're rednecks. You know, the true Floridians. You know, they're not hillbillies. They're rednecks. You know, they're very hateful people. They're very low quality people. The true Floridians. You know, they really are. They are Bob Barker type of clan. You know what I'm saying? They are the Hatfields and the McCoys. You know, the true Floridians. You know, they run around with rebel flags on the back of their truck with shotguns hanging on. That's the true Floridians. You know, that's what they are.
Those are true Southerners.
No, that's what I'm saying. A redneck is a Southerner. A hillbilly is just a poor scum of the fucking Southerners.
What you're talking about is a person from Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia. Yeah, that's another great state, the Georgia. You know, I'm Joe Catalano, and I approve this message. All right, let's wrap it up, boys. We thank you, everybody.
Word, Spider.
Well, next baseball season, the Rays got to find somewhere to play.
Why?
Which I don't understand why.
Why?
Well, because the crop got fucked up. But
they got a whole winter to fix it.
Right. So you mean to tell me you can't get that fucking roof fixed from now until March?
They'll have it done. What are they trying to get the city to pay for it? They're
No.
trying to get
Well,
funds for
what
the
it is
taxpayers?
What it is they got a new baseball stadium. It's gonna be done in 2028, so they're gonna have either Rays gonna have to go play at a AAA field, or
Yeah, they're
Right.
talking about
No,
playing
they
it.
got that
Oh, they're
stadium
talk-
that they got
Oh,
that
they're
nice
talk-
stadium that they used to use for spring training. That nice one that's on the shore walk in St. Pete. That's still there. That stadium's nice and competitive for their games. They could use that. But where are they going to go? They're going to go to what? Who are they going to play? Every spring training facility they could use. They could use their spring training facility for their games. It's major league ready, you know. So where are they going to? Are they going to go with the plans that they got? Is it going to be across the Howard Franklin Bridge on that side? Is it going to be on the Tampa side? Did they
No.
got they picked that spot?
Here's the thing: they got a new stadium being built somewhere in St. It's actually it's pretty much in the same area as the Trop.
Yeah.
But okay, clean up the roof of the Trop and just play fucking all the games without a roof.
By far, the Trop is the worst stadium ever built for baseball in my life I've ever seen.
Oh, dude,
It's horrible. It's not a baseball stadium. It's
really
horrible.
not. It's horrible.
It's horrible. The worst I've ever seen in my life.
Fucking like you have from here until fucking March to fix that roof. You mean to tell
There
me
are
you can't
AAA
fix
ballparks that are better than that ballpark. I'm telling you, there's
Yeah.
Sacramento,
George
Memphis,
Steinbrenner's.
Oklahoma. Great ballparks. Great
They won't
quality
go that
ballparks.
far. They won't go out
And the
that
new
far.
Juan's new stadium, even though it was cheaply done, and it already fell. Concrete already broke. 1 year it developed, and concrete is broken. He said things have fallen. Stuff has fallen already.
because they rush it to get it done because they want to open up.
Right? They don't think about it.
full
I know what I'm
time.
saying.
That's
Exactly.
it.
Already, it's crumbled the stadium already.
I said for all that, they could just use the old ballpark and let them take their time to get this one done.
Exactly. It's a
See, going
bureaucrat.
forward, I feel all baseball stadiums should be a dome.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that you'll never have rainouts again, and everything can be just played going forward.
I personally think
No.
that there should be no more sports ever. Everything should be gone. Personally,
Oh,
I
fuck
think.
that. We need our baseball.
No,
I'll
we don't
tell
need
you-
nothing.
You
I
just
tell
a
you
sourpuss.
I'll tell you what, ever since the stadium got here with the grass, there has been 2 rainouts because of lightning and thunder. That's it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, they play
you
right
could
through the rain.
expect that.
Otherwise, you play right through it because of the grass is fake. Everything's
There you
fake.
go. That's for you guys.
What'd you do, fart?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been
I
shitting
don't
himself
know
all
what you
night.
farted into because no one heard it. Thank
Oh well.
God.
I heard it. That's all that counts. All right. We love you guys. See you tomorrow. 9:05.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. You guys are wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, you're wonderful.
Thank you.
Joey tweaking the mic. Joey tweaking the mic.